Chioma and Euphoma walked on their best dresses and practiced their manners, laughing and making mockery of Ngozi. Chioma said, "Hey, Ngozi, sorry oh. People like you can never be privileged to attend such grand events. Even if you were still here, you wouldn't have. I hope you are still alive because we don't even know where your poor and wretched husband came from, and we didn't bother to ask because we don't care. As long as we don't get to see you, we are okay." They all laughed and continued with their preparations. The day of the festival arrived, and the house was filled with laughter, music, and delicious aroma of traditional dishes. Adan and her daughters went to Emeka's mansion where a section of the occasion was held. They preferred Emeka's house because the best gifts usually come from that section. Ngozi, glowing in a beautiful dress, welcomed each guest with a warm smile, making everyone feel at home. As Adan and her children approached the mansion, they felt nervous but hopeful. They were greeted at the door by Ngozi, who was surprised to see them. Her heart was torn. She remembered the harshness with which her stepmother treated her, but she managed to control her anger with a warm smile as she welcomed them in. She left her chief maid in charge and hurriedly left to her room, sad, reminiscing everything Adan and her children had done to her in her own father's house, the pain she had to bear. Emeka noticed the absence of his wife and started looking for her. When he couldn't find her, he asked her chief maid, who told him she had gone to her room. He quickly rushed there and found her crying. "What is the matter?" he asked her, but she kept crying. When he continued pressing on her to talk to him, she told him what she had seen. "I understand how you feel. But you should be grateful that in the end, it didn't go as they intended. For the will of God prevailed. Be grateful to God that you're the one laughing at last. I know it hurts. But think about the good side. All the harsh and ill treatment made you the strong woman you are today. And if not for her behavior, I wouldn't have met you. So it's all for the good. Smile for me, my love. Everything will be alright." So she smiled gently and he hugged her and brought her back to the festival. Ngozi decided to let the past be and welcome them with the same kindness she showed to other guests. The festival continued with great joy and everyone enjoyed the music and dance. Adan and her daughters bowed their heads in shame. Emeka went to meet them and greeted them with a warm smile. He gave them lots of gifts and told them they could spend the night in the mansion since it was a very long journey back to their place. And it was already getting late and this was just the first day of the occasion. They were taken to a room that was bigger than their entire house. Unrepentant, Adan and her daughters plotted how they would kill Ngozi, then use some diabolic means to get Emeka to marry Chioma. She felt the wealth was just too much for Ngozi alone. Ngozi refused to see them. All she wanted was the dawn of the day so they could leave already. Little did she know that they were planning on staying longer to execute their evil plans. As the evening wore on, Emeka noticed the effort of Chioma and Euphoma and whispered to Ngozi, "Perhaps they are trying to change for the better." Ngozi nodded, "Change where? These two will never change. Except their mother changes, they won't change." The festival ended late into the night. Guests left with happy hearts and full bellies praising Ngozi and Emeka for their hospitality. Chioma and Euphoma helped to clean up, but Ngozi felt in her heart that these two were up to something. They cannot change, she said to herself. Should I continue this story? Tell me in the comments. If you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm afraid you might not see me again. So hit the subscribe button now for more interesting stories. Thank you.